Not really.
So no questions? Okay.
Okay.
I'm getting quite a few of those today. Which there's nothing wrong with that. I hear a kitty.
Yeah, that's my L.
I have a very angry Luna outside the door right now.
Oh.
She's not used to me being in a room with the door shut.
Oh yeah, Elle does not. Yeah, she does not approve, and she's 17, so at this point.
Oh, I in 2020 I lost my boy. So
Mm.
he was gonna be turning 11 that year. So
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I had
well,
a.
he ended up with diabetes, and I had him for 2 years, giving him insulin
Oh
twice a day. So
yeah, that's definitely. I'm trying to figure out how I can do the picture-in-picture thing. I'm not overly familiar with like personal Zoom. I'm used to work Zoom.
um, there should be a icon at the bottom that says "Start Video"
Mm-mm.
if you have your phone. Maybe if you tap the screen, it'll pop up. If you don't get a video, that's fine too.
Okay. That's okay. Just
Okay, so we have Dream Thief, refusal of the call, but that was in reversal. And then we have Lost Compass, getting back to integrity. And we have Preparing for the Veil, forgiveness.
okay.
So my feeling from those is that you're being called to do something to get back to yourself. Which in the card says forgiveness is possibly forgiving somebody for something.
I could see that.
So then I also got the covenant, I can't talk today. Sacred contract. And then in reversal, we have Eyes of the Eagle rising above the fray. So it looks like you have a decision that you're not happy about, possibly.
Like having to make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's something that you want to do but don't want to do.
Right. Yeah, like that's the middle part, the making the decision and the things that go with it.
Yep. What happens if you do and what happens if you don't?
Yeah.
We got Eye of the Needle, intentionality. So I would say the intentions are there and good. Seems like a really big, heavy decision.
Yeah. It's kind of which direction I'm going to take.
Yeah. We'll pull maybe a couple more. See if we can get
Okay.
something a little more. A horseman, herald of change. So there's going to be obviously changes with that too. Which if you have to make a big decision, yeah, it's gonna.
Right. Kind of, yeah, that kind of goes with the,
With the whole scenario, yep.
yep, which is what causes all the uneasiness.
And in reversal, we have lay of the land, ancestral wisdom.
Okay.
So you're just winging it.
Well, I am a Sagittarius, so that kind of fits.
I can pull more. We can keep going if you want. I don't.
Oh, that is entirely up to you, dear. I am.
I don't know
I
if you're getting
definitely.
any answers from this one or not.
It's one of those things. Like it's absolutely where I'm at in the moment. It's like
Yeah,
I know I can go one of two ways, and depending which way I go is going to completely change everything.
yeah,
And I mean, either way could be great. It's
yeah.
just a matter of I'm trying to see, wait and see which way calls to me more, I guess.
Does teachability mean anything?
Yeah, I mean, there is. I lost my boyfriend 2 years ago,
Okay, I'm
and
sorry to hear that.
well, he was absolutely like a soulmate. And getting to the other side of that has been an absolute just journey. And I had actually said to Bodhi that, at some point I want to help people learn how to do this
Yeah,
because how do you get through it when you lose a piece of yourself?
yeah.
And there's really not much out there for that,
There's
you
not
know? So yeah, that does say something.
talking like a life coaching type.
Really? I mean, really specifically because I am one of those people that death is drawn to. I Bodhi has said I'm a natural death doula,
Okay.
and I just feel like kind of trying to help people, help the loved ones left behind after their loved one passes, kind of navigate where do I go from here?
Yeah, yeah, I get that. I
So,
I understand that.
because when you lose someone, a lot of times, especially if it's the first person you lose, it hits you very hard and you're spinning and you don't know what to do. And there's a million self-help books out there, but they all tell you the same things, the stages of grief.
Yeah, nobody really goes into what you really deal with, what goes through your brain.
Yeah, like the guilt they talk about is going to be you literally feel guilty that you're waking up. There's going to be days where you can't tolerate getting out of bed to take a shower, and all of that is completely normal,
Yep.
but there is another side to it. And
Yeah.
you just kind of got to do what you can every day until you get to that point.
Yep. And no, I get it. My mom passed away 10 years ago this month. So I get it.
Yep. And there are still days, it's about 10 years, I'm guessing, that most days you're okay and you can think about her and smile. But then there are moments and days where it hits you like a freight train and it feels like it was yesterday.
Yep. The anniversary was a rough day.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean it's one of those things where you kind of do something to celebrate them and you
Yep.
pull your shit together and do what you can. Like you said, you still have to. I mean, I don't have kids. I just have 7 cats and a dog. So I mean, I still have to get my butt up in the morning and take care of everybody.
Hmm.
I still got a house to clean. If something happens to me, I can't have, you know, rat-sized hairballs rolling around my floors.
Oh, just let them become bunnies. No,
If I
no,
didn't clean my floors, I'm sure that I would have they'd probably be bigger than bunnies.
you don't have to worry until they start to become T-Rex sized.
I'm sure if I didn't sweep for a week or two and collected it all, it might it might fill a
Yeah,
garbage bag.
between my aunt and I, we have four, two dogs and no, five. I'm sorry, three cats and two dogs. So yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Yep, we've got my boyfriend's dog is here as well. So actually we have 7 cats and 2 dogs. So the hair is ungodly.
Oh, I bet. Oh, I bet. But yeah, no, that definitely makes sense, and it's definitely like what I feel pulled to. Is
Yeah,
I unfortunately have a lot of experience with death, and I feel like there's a perspective out that needs to be put out there that isn't out there yet.
yeah, because everybody wants to sugarcoat everything.
Right. Like one of our other mods has recently lost somebody. And, I was I've been talking to her a lot. And I told her, I said, I'm not going to lie to you. I said, it's never going to stop hurting. You're just going to learn how to live with that pain.
Yep, she was
And
actually in the
that's,
car before you.
hmm and I told her, I said, it's just like any other wound. You know, you heal, but that healing is learning how to live with that wound. It's not that it goes away,
Yep.
and that's like no one says it that way.
Yeah.
It's like
And then
it
when I
will get
pulled another
better.
card, it came up
Hmm.
as transpersonal, which I think is perfect because it was in reverse, but you're going off of your personal experience.
Hmm.
So
Absolutely. So, but
yeah,
yeah,
yours
and
didn't give me
definitely.
any like definite answers for anything.
They never do. They never
Every
do. Ever.
everybody else is like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then I come to the very last one for the day and you're like,
Mine never do though, and that's kind of the thing. I mean, I've actually, I've talked to Bodhi about that and everything, and she says it's because of the path that you're on,
yeah.
and I'm like, okay. So, like you said, we just wing it.
Yep. Like I said, I kept pulling cards to see if I'd get something and it just nope.
No, you could go through the whole deck, and I won't.
We're just gonna beat about around the bush today.
Every time. Yep. No, and that's kind of why, I never really say anything because a lot of people will try to give me a definite yes or no on something.
Mhm.
And that's kind of when I'm like, yeah, I never get a yes or no.
Yeah. And see, for me, I always got the opposites for myself when I read for myself. If
Mm-hmm.
I, pull out a deck that has yes, no answers, I always get no and it ends up being a yes. And it's like, just for once, give me a straight answer.
Oh yeah, like no.
Quit
Even when
messing with
I've tried
me.
it for when I try it for myself, I always get look inward. Like it's that. Oh, you already know. Oh, if I knew, I wouldn't be asking.
Right? If I knew where I was supposed to be yesterday,
Right.
I wouldn't be touching you.
Yeah. Right. But no, it makes a lot of sense, and you're definitely, it's definitely right. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
I think
don't.
she's well, I asked her for a little bit of kind of like a test type, kind of see where I'm at. Um, so she's just like giving me the rundown of everybody.
Okay.
So
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I would 100% not have been surprised to see the death card come out.
yeah,
But
which I mean, we all
it's not
try.
always a bad thing.
No, I mean, and death card can be, you know, your life completely changing, one thing ending and something else starting. It can be,
Yeah.
all depends on how
Yeah.
you take it and what the rest of the cards have to say for those.
Yep. I mean, it could be a good thing because it could mean that a bad period of your life is ending.
Yep.
So yeah, absolutely. But yeah,
Well, I
don't
won't
don't
take up much of your time.
okay. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I just don't want you to feel like, I feel disappointed or anything because yeah,
Oh,
no, I
no.
never get any yes or no's. But yeah,
Yeah,
this
I was just pulling
absolutely
and
makes
pulling and
sense.
pulling, and I'm like, you're agreeing with them, and I'm like, we're not getting any. Which decision you should make? That wasn't coming up today.
Yeah. And it won't. It'll I'm definitely that person where the powers that be forced me to make the decision.
Yeah.
So, most definitely. Well, I'm sure you have been doing this all day long and are probably tired of it at this point.
Well, I get to do it again tomorrow too. So,
Oh, fun. Okay.
but
All right. Well,
well,
thank
thank
you so
you.
much. I very much appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate